What's going on, everybody? If you're having stutterings with the 6900 SD, I may have a fix for you. This is what worked for me. I have a 1200 watt PSU, and I have the ASRock OC formula card, and this is what worked for me. So first things first, we're gonna start with the Radeon software. I am on the latest version, 22.23. We're gonna go to performance and tuning right away. And you want to make sure you're not undervolting, you're not overclocking. Everything in this application is on default. The only reason I have it on custom is because I have fan tuning enabled, but that's about it. I'll see all this RAM tuning. I have this disabled, GPU tuning I have disabled, so it's running at default speeds. That's really important. So if you haven't already, you want to download MSI Afterburner right here. You can go on the web. It's pretty easy to find MSI After. I can't even type. MSI Afterburner. The first link. Download that and install that. This is what's gonna help you. I don't know why, but every time I try to change the core clock on the Radeon software, it always gives me problems. It still stutters, still hitches, it crashes. I don't know why, but the MSI Afterburner is such a better application when it comes to changing the core clock on your graphics card. So, open up your MSI Afterburner, and here I already have this set because I've been messing around with it for the last few days. And let me see if I can change it. Okay, this is how it's gonna look like on your screen, right? So the core clock, I have the ASRock formula card, and my core clock is set at 2569. Every time I load up on Warzone, I get stutters and hitches. So what I did was, I started by changing this to 1800. You hit enter, and then you want to make sure you hit this check mark. You hit apply. You can do this in game. If you have multiple monitors, you can drag this to the other display while you're playing the game, and you can do this and adjust it while you're playing. But I took the core clock down to 1800 megahertz, and I noticed that my game ran so smooth, right? So I decided to just keep going up. I kept experimenting with it. On my specific graphics card, yours might be different because like the ASRock formula core clock is a lot higher from factory than a Red Devil, as for an example. Yours might be different. I started by lowering it to 1800, and I got this one up to 2450. Hit enter and apply. I got this card up to 2450 core clock, which is pretty much slightly underclocked from factory. Very slightly. I was still getting 200 flame. By the way, I have a 5950X with 4400 CL17 RAM. I was still getting 200 plus FPS, even if I slightly underclocked the core clock. And I turned it to 2450, and it ran no issues. Smooth as butter, no stutters, no hitching. I never even got to play with the more power tool to give it more power. I didn't do none of that. As you can see, this is a fresh build, fresh Windows, and all I did was turn down the core clock. Now you can experiment this for yourself by keep rising the core clock up higher until you experience stutters and hitches, and then you'll know a sweet spot. So you start out at 1800, and then you raise it up to 26, 25 until it starts stuttering and hitching. That's when you'll know that it's set too high. When you'll know when you set it too high, when your game starts stuttering and hitching. You can find your sweet spot for your own graphics card. As I said earlier, I got up to 2450, and it ran smooth, no stutters, and I got the maximum FPS possible without stuttering. I hope this video helps you guys out. This shit drove me insane. Like yourself, I've looked on YouTube, Reddit, all kinds of forums, and one of my friends told me about MSI Afterburner, and I tried it, messed around with it, and boom, like sure as you know it, like no stutters and hitches on a 6900 XT. I'd very much appreciate it if you guys follow my Twitter at 95nerps. If you want to see my streams and me playing the game, you can follow my stream on Twitch. It's Nerps, NURPZZ, and very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know if it fixed your issue, because stuttering is something that can be caused by anything. But for me, for my specific build, this fixed my issue. So I hope this guys helped, and see you guys on the next one.